Guys and gals, Jason here from Ridgeline Outdoor Adventure, and thanks for joining us on this chilly day to talk about Rant and Rave number 2. Episode 1 was ranting about the transmission shift lag with those little push button shifters. Raving about the actual transmission itself and the wonderfulness that is the ZF9 transmission. Today we're going to talk about something somewhat related, and that is accelerator lag. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but most vehicles made in the last 15 or so years no longer have a gas pedal. With today's setups, you step on the gas and then you wait a second and then it goes. I think it's meant to keep vehicles from being a little less herky-jerky, which is fine, I suppose. But, you know, every now and again you want a little herky-jerky, or as Mazda would call it, you want some zoom, zoom. So when you go to step on the gas, especially, you know, if you need to pull out in front of someone and you don't quite go the way you expect, well, it's annoying. Yeah, just punch on that gas pedal and floor it. It will do two things. It will hurry up your throttle response, and it will make the truck start in first gear. Anyway, that's one way. The other way is to put it in S mode. We all call it sport. The Karens in the groups will call it sequential mode, which it technically is, but it's a sport mode. And it allows you to use the paddle shifters and lock in the gears. As soon as you put it in S mode, your throttle response gets more lively. You're going to feel a lot more zoom as soon as you even look at the gas pedal. It's going to shift later. And then if you're holding them with the paddle shifters, it'll hold it all the way to red line. And then if you don't shift, it will shift for you. So that's another way around it. It works great. It's great for spirited driving. I use it whenever I want to really get going. But for everyday driving, I find that it just makes the vehicle a little too touchy, and you end up burning a lot more fuel because you're hitting the revs a little too much. Number 3, coming right up after this commercial break. This break brought to you by Creamy Cranberry Jalapeno from Stone Mill, Costco in Bellingham, and these little panini breads, Costco in Abbotsford. Don't mind me while I eat my lunch. The best solution, I think, is a product called the Pedal Commander. The Pedal Commander! Yeah, I know, kind of cheesy. So the Pedal Commander, I mean, it's a good way to spend $300 US, or probably 400 Canadian, I think I spent, but it allows you to customize your throttle lag. You literally plug it in behind your throttle, and it intercepts that signal and tells the computer just how much zoom you want, which then in turn results in better acceleration. I didn't say it adds more power, but it does improve acceleration. Why? Because if you step on the gas and there's a delay of like a half a second, well, that's a half a second while you're not merging onto the freeway properly. Whereas with the Pedal Commander, you can dial it in. You've got Econ mode, avoid that like the plague, City, Sport, and Sport Plus. And each of those settings has 8 sub-settings that you can dial in. So I use Sport, and I think I'm on -4. Absolutely love it, because you can dial in appropriate throttle response based on who's driving. Also, I trying to optimize it to match your second vehicle so that you don't get in and have one vehicle feel all flat-footed and the other one all jumpy. And also for road conditions. So I absolutely love my Pedal Commander. It makes the truck feel like it should have felt from the showroom floor. So check out some reviews on it. They make them for tons of different vehicles. Lots of positive feedback on it. Pedal Commander. No, they did not sponsor this video. Or did they? No, they didn't. So that was our rant. Pedal lag. 3 solutions. This is an incredibly smooth riding vehicle. Even in sport mode, dialed right up with the Pedal Commander, it still accelerates so smoothly. It is by far the nicest riding vehicle I've ever had. I've owned MDXs and Accords and Odysseys. I had an F-150 for 10 years, which I thought was quite good for a real truck. A bit more about that excellent ride, yes. The transmission shifts quick, but also quite smooth. The suspension it's tight for handling, but it's also really compliant over bumps. Now I'm running off-road tires with in a 265/60/18 Cooper Road and Trail. Fantastic tire. My review on that tire is doing phenomenally well. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Anyway, I've got a 2.5-inch lift. I've got upsized all-terrain tires, and this thing still handles really well. I absolutely love how this truck rides, from how it gasses, accelerates, how it brakes, how it corners. It's a fantastic riding truck. And that would only be possible by being an all-wheel drive unibody. If you got to tow 6,000, 7,000, 10,000 pounds, well, then you got to get yourself a real truck. So guys, thanks for hanging out. There's more videos to come in this series. Until next time, and there will be a next time, go play outside.